Hoffman, man, it's been 6 months of this transformation. We've lost 8 pounds. We dropped 10% body fat. But at the end of the day, we're going to kind of dive into the results here a little bit more, because at the end of the day, it wasn't really much about dropping body fat. It was about
building core back up.
Yep.
In May 10th of 2008, I was in a bad car accident.
Yeah.
And when I mean bad, when the cops and the EMTs rolled up, their first comments to me was, "How did you survive?" I had a severely sprained ankle. My left tricep was completely torn. I had low, middle, and upper back injuries, along with a level 4 trauma to my head. In fact, I lost memory for 3 to 4 weeks. I have 3 or 4 weeks of temporary amnesia due to my head injuries.
right.
And I literally was getting to the point where I was having trouble getting out of bed in the morning. I couldn't cut grass. I couldn't lift things up. So when I came in, a lot of it was trying to get healthy from that accident. 3 years later, 2.5 years later. And I had gained some weight, and I didn't realize how bad my body fat was until you tested me.
Yeah. But it was just getting that little setback and just kind of moving with it.
Absolutely.
Setting new goals.
Absolutely.
You know, I think when you come through something like that and persevere, I mean, that says a lot. I remember the first day coming in and just doing different stuff. Yeah, I mean, that was a big thing for you too, because you were so used to doing those wrestling lifts back in high school, right?
Yeah.
College,
all the power lifting and
and
so on. And you started me on stuff that I'd never done, to strengthen the core, and like the plank and just light weights. And I'll tell you, at that first day, we didn't push it hard, but I was dead.
Yeah.
If you remember, I came in,
James, you can put some more weight on there. Hold on, Howard, give it a minute.
Yeah. And teaching me how to take breaks and not just go bam, 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 bam.
Right.
So I had to learn how to train again.
Yep.
And that was part of the big deal, was because I had been so used to that training for track and wrestling and baseball, which is all heavy weights, and you hit it without rest. And I had to completely relearn how to train.
Let's talk a little bit about the weight program, like just based off of what we kind of started doing at the first. Like, you're used to doing heavy lifting,
right?
Bench press, squat, all that different stuff.
Instead, we were doing lighter weights but more reps, and you were doing a lot of resistance training. And then later we got into the plyometrics, where you were having me run back and forth with short sprints and jumping and so on to try to get my leg strength back. And I loved it. I mean, I never had done anything like that before. It always been powerlifting more stuff. And
that's fat burner right there, man.
And it was wild. And the other thing I had never really done was cardio.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you're doing strength training, you don't really do a lot of cardio.
Exactly.
And you had me running the hill and all of that.
Oh yeah. And we got that coming soon here. As you stay tuned, we'll be running backwards in some cowboy boots, but that goes back to some speed training, stuff we did back in high school and college and stuff like that to gain resistance, stuff like that. But it's just incorporating and doing different things all the time. It wasn't always the same thing. It was just kind of shocking the body. Add new stuff so it's not boring. It's always fresh.
But it was great, and I was amazed. It took about 2 to 3 months before my core was strong enough where we could start increasing the weights. And I was surprised, but once we started able to increase the weights, it felt good. I mean, it wasn't bad feeling like if we'd done it at the beginning. The other thing I had never done is the quick reps. Instead of everything slow and big.
Rushing the blood,
And
you love those.
I love those. At first I hated them. I mean, I
love hate relationship.
exhausted, but I knew it was good for me. And now it's like I love doing those things.
Yeah. And even touch on the cardio there, I know that was always a struggle, but at the end of the day, it's like getting it done, knowing what we have to do to build, drop the body fat, and also, eating right. I mean, how many times you said, like, just eating cleaner, I just feel better, I have more energy, I feel sluggish.
And even now, if I do a cheat meal, the next day I feel really sluggish. I mean, I hate to do cheat meals because I don't feel well the next day. And my body kind of reacts to it a little bit and doesn't like it. I mean, I feel sluggish and my system is off. I mean, I can tell. And I love the way to eat because it's how I ate growing up. A lot of fish, lean meats, a lot of vegetables,
complex
carbs, totally cut out the sugar. I mean, I haven't had a dessert probably in 3 months.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. It's awesome.
And
then when you do, it's like, oh, now my stomach hurts,
And that's exactly what happens. It's like the sugar shocks the system to the point that I feel, literally my stomach does hurt. I mean, a couple days ago, I did eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
And having that white bread,
Mm-hmm.
my stomach started hurting because of the sugar in the white bread.
Exactly. Just that little things, man, little changes. Let's talk a little bit about the future goals. What do we got planned, man? What are we doing right now to kind of
Well, we just switched,
Yep.
and we're now going into strength training to
build the muscle mass.
Right, build up the muscles, get them stronger.
Yeah.
And because now that the core is strong and the body is where I want it, I'm going to start really building the muscle, get the body stronger, so I can really feel even better and get up in the morning and just feel raring to go.
So stay tuned for Howard to be jacked. Woo! Good stuff, man. So at the end of the day, let's sum it up real quick. We got 8 pounds lost and 10% body fat loss, 6 months. But man, he's gained lots of strength already. He's built up his core and feeling much better, brother.
Yeah.
Proud of you, brother. Did good.
Thank you.
So stay tuned. See this man put some mass on. And any other questions, reach out to me at jameshanton.com or hitchfitgym.com.
Alright, here I am with Howard Luck. Here we go, buddy. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. One arm isolated. One arm curling. Great for endurance. Get those arms ripped. Woo! Man, in the past month, we've really built those arms, man. Make sure you always keep those shoulders back. See the arms at 90 degrees, your wrist is level with your elbow. Breathe out just like he's doing on the contraction up. There it is. Good. Just like that. Get it. Get it. Squeeze that peak at the top. Keep going. We got one more each side. Woo! Get it. Nice.